connecting with our customers. Our ideal customers is what we crave, right? But it's the content that binds that link, right? It's the one thing that connects us to our ideal customers on social media. But how do you get stronger content? Well, today I'm going to share with you what I do to connect with my ideal clients. Are you ready to dive in? I know I am. Episode 291 starts right now. Hey there, welcome to the Laura Shipman Show. We hang out here weekly to talk about things like social media, entrepreneurship, marketing, tools, strategies, tips, and it all starts right now. Hey there, before we get started with this show, I just want to share my passion with you. I love teaching people just like you how to master social media for business, breaking it down into easy to consume and easy to execute steps so that you can see immediate results. So whether you want to start a social media consultancy or grow your brand's presence on social media, I can help. I can help you get started and master all the things that you need to know. So I want you to go over to my website. It is filled with resources, tools, tips, and courses. Visit laurashipman.com. That's LORA Shipman.com to get all the goods. Now, you ready for the show? I know I am. Let's get started. Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I am so glad you are here with me today because I'm going to share with you 3 easy ways that you can make your content stronger. Like I said in the beginning, where you can connect with your audience. And if you use these 3 little ingredients to my overall recipe, you can't fail. You cannot fail. So the first thing, before you even get started, go grab a pen and a piece of paper because you're going to need to take notes, right? You're going to want this little sheet of paper next to you every time you create content for social media because it's going to end up being your checklist. It's a 3-point checklist, but it's checklist and it's good. It's informative. Okay. So now that you got your pen and your piece of paper, the first thing you want to do when you create content is make sure it is valuable. Ask yourself why your audience would even care about the content you are posting. Ask yourself this: does it solve a problem? Does it entertain? Does it educate? Does it reward? If you cannot put your content in one of those buckets, you have to go back and tweak it until it can. So you want to figure out, what is it? What is it that your audience is getting from you? And is it important or is it just fluff? I'm not about the fluff, but I am all about the stuff, right? I want to make sure that you guys are taking notes. So I'm going to give you information that's valuable, that you can use, that you can put into action, and that you can maybe even see some sort of transition or transformation after you're done with this podcast or after you're done reading any of the posts that I put out on social media. So that's the first thing. Make it valuable, make it sticky. Make it juicy, make it something that people can sink their teeth in. And the thing is with this kind of content is it does take a little bit longer because you got to prepare for it, right? If you're just creating content on the fly and you're winging it, chances are it's not as deep as it could be. But if you take the time to create content that your audience can sink their teeth into, that's when you're winning. To drive this point home even further, I would much rather see you post maybe 2 or 3 times a week versus every day of the week if you're creating better content that people will save, that people will share, that people will actually engage with. That's what's important. Okay, the second ingredient is making your content actionable. So ask yourself this question when you're creating the content. What actions will your audience take after they read your post? Will they be able to take a tip you shared and put it into action and experience maybe a mini transformation like we were talking about? So always ask yourself, how will my audience use the information that I'm presenting? So today, for me, my hope for you, the action that you will take is 1, you'll take notes. 2, you'll refer back to your notes when you're creating your content. And 3, you will actually see your content improve. You'll see a transformation. You'll see yourself getting better at creating social media content. So what will it be for your audience? It doesn't have to be 3 things. I tend to think in 3s because it's more memorable for me. It could be just 1 thing, but just make sure that you are creating actionable content. And the third thing is easy. Make it easy for your audience. Keep it short, sweet, to the point, and easy to read. I tell you, I hate it when I get a wall of words. I don't care where I am. If I'm in an email, if I'm on a website, if I'm in social media, and actually social media is the worst because half the time I'm reading social media on my phone and it's small and I've got older eyes. And if there's like a lot of words in one spot and it's smaller print, it's one of those things that I just shut down and I don't read it. So here's what I would recommend doing. Use all capitals to identify headings and major points. Use white space when you can to break things up, and be concise. Make it short, make it sweet and to the point. Get into the habit of looking at your content and seeing how you can edit it down and still get your point across. One of the best ways to accomplish this is to actually speak in bullet points. I know it sounds weird and it's not exactly how we always speak, but you got to remember, we're on social media and we're fighting for attention, right? And you want to win that fight. So one of the ways to do that is by positioning your content to be the easiest content out there to read. And I really love bullet points for this because it makes the content scannable. You can surround your bullet points with white space so it stands out. And plus, bullet points are just easier to read, right? They're little short phrases. You don't even have to have punctuation in them. It's just accepted that way. And it looks like a list, and people can scan and read lists a lot faster than they can really involved paragraphs. And I actually get so much more out of bullet points than I do out of an actual paragraph. I mean, let's face it. I don't have a lot of time. Reading is a luxury for me, right? So I'm going to spend my time with my reading books and things like that. When I'm on social media or any digital platform, I just want to get the information I need and bounce out. So think about using bullet points. Don't shy away from them. Get creative with them. It's a great way to get your message across. Okay, my friends. Well, that does it for this episode. I hope you got some really good ideas. I hope you took a lot of notes, and I hope you're going to at least execute one idea from today's episode. Ideally, it would be all three. Anyways, until next time, you know what to do. Stay safe, stay healthy, hug the ones you love, but most of all, stay social, my friend. Hey there, I just want to say thank you for spending time with me here today. I know your time is super valuable, which is why I am dedicated to providing lots of usable, actionable information in the shortest amount of time possible. Before you go, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. And if you have ideas or topics you would like me to cover in an upcoming show, let me know about it in the comment section provided.